hair literally looks like I stuck it in a light socket, so we got the hat going today. But as you can see, it is Sunday. That means we went a little grocery shopping today. We're gonna be trying a new recipe. Well, not necessarily a new recipe, but something different that I've made before that I think I can tweak to make either a breakfast or a snack. Because I know on Meal Prep Monday videos, I don't typically do a lot of like snack prepping, and that has been requested. So today we're doing it. I'll take you guys through what I grabbed really quickly at Publix, show you how I'm planning it, and then we're gonna get right into the prepping. We have Applegate Naturals chicken and maple breakfast sausages. They were on sale, chicken and maple patties. We got some burnt broccoli, riced cauliflower, some zucchini. Just my coffee and milk is in that one. That's not really important. This almond milk, this I've only found at Publix, but I really like the taste of it. Almond and cashew blend with flax. Macros are really good too, just like regular almond milk, 3 fat, a little bit more carb, 4 carb, less than 1 protein. Of course, we got some Alyssa's cookies. And then I picked up some peaches because they're in season, and I've been seeing like peach oatmeal and grilled peaches, and I think that would be really good since I have to use the grill today anyway. Tomato things, a Halo Top ice cream. This I grabbed, as you guys know me with wanting to try things. They were orange. They're Turmeric Vibrant Oats by Purely Elizabeth, and I love her granola, so I was like, you know what? I just want to try it. Macros suck, but whatever. Oh, son of a... But this is what I get for buying pre-chopped tomatoes and onions and things, because everyone always yells at me. They're like, why don't you just cut your own tomatoes and onions? Because they cut them so nicely, and I've already sliced my finger open like 3 times cutting avocados. And I just, you know, I don't spend money on anything else, literally. I never go out to eat. I don't buy clothes every week. Food is the only thing that I buy. So let me live my life. But this is what I get. This is my karma. Then for the recipe that I'm prepping today, I got some extra lean ground chicken for the chicken meatballs. And then these are just the regular chicken tenderloins that I make in the crock pot, but I'm gonna put them in the freezer because I'm not ready for them yet. I just got them because I need them. Super greens, acai for my bowls lately. And that's it. That's all I got at Publix, just a couple of things. So now I think it's important that I show you guys what I recommend my clients to do. I do this on my phone sometimes I write it down. If you're somebody that feels like overwhelmed with meal prepping, it's easy to be like, I don't know what meals I want to make, I bought all this stuff, but I don't know what to put together. So this is what I personally do, and I definitely recommend doing it for people who are new to meal prepping. This may seem silly, but honestly, I feel like if you need a visual representation of what you're doing, this can be super helpful. So I like to separate it based on what proteins I have, and then what carbs, what veggies, and then anything extra, and then I'll like put on the side what meals I can make. So today I am making grilled chicken thighs. With that, I'm going to have butternut squash and Japanese sweet potato, also rice, obviously. And then I'm going to do the lean chicken meatballs, but I'm going to freeze half of them because I still have half of the beef ones left from before. And then I have some zucchini. And for the extra, I'm making the sausage pancake bites, which could be used for breakfast too if you guys want to prep your breakfasts or anything like that. So the first meal, we can do chicken meatballs with rice and zucchini. Then you can also do chicken meatballs with broccoli and potatoes, chicken thigh with broccoli and potatoes, chicken thigh with rice and zucchini. And so like as you guys can see, I just have like a plan so that I know what I'm doing and what I'm putting with what. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put them all together. You know, I like to separate them, but this just gives you a layout of what you're doing. And then the sausage pancake bites, I'm also gonna freeze half of those. I think that's just a great way to make sure that you're staying on track and you know what exactly you're making and what you're making it for. That way you don't end up with a ton of leftover food or you're being wasteful or things like that. So I'm gonna start from the bottom up actually, and I'm gonna start with the pancake bites first because I'm preheating my oven to 350, and then I'll increase the temperature to 400 and we'll start on the sweet potato fries and the chicken meatballs. For this recipe, I just added 1 serving of the buttermilk pancake mix, 1 egg, and then 2 sausages, and that will make those couple of bites, and then we'll do the same thing with the chicken and maple. So these are gonna go in the oven for like 12 to 14 minutes. I'm just gonna watch them. So while those are baking in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and preheat the grill. We're gonna get our chicken thighs ready so that I can cook both things at the same time. And then once the pancake bites are done, I'll use the oven for the sweet potato fries. Turn this off and we're going to put it up to 400. So now pancake bites are cooling. I'm going to chop up my Japanese sweet potatoes into little fries while the oven is going up to 400. And then we're gonna arrange them on a baking sheet, spray with a little bit of butter spray, just a bit of seasoning. I usually like to use like smoked paprika, a little bit of like everything but the bagel seasoning. Just depends on what I'm feeling. And then we're gonna put those back in the oven and go grab the chicken. I just grabbed the chicken thighs off the grill, so I'm gonna let those rest, and then we are going to pop the little pancake bites out of the tins and separate them into a couple different plastic baggies. So whenever I'm making things for the week as far as protein goes, if I have a protein that's a little bit higher in fat, so for example chicken thighs or ground beef or something like that, I always like to make a second protein that is lower in fat, and usually for me that's like shrimp, so I'll do like shrimp tacos at night or a shrimp rice bowl. But this week I wanted to make lean ground chicken meatballs because I made the lean ground meatballs a couple of days ago. They were so good, and then I froze half of them, and whenever I wanted meatballs I just took a couple of them out, defrosted them in the fridge, and then threw them right in the microwave, and they were perfect. They didn't get dry, they were totally fine. So I'm gonna use the exact same recipe, which is very, very easy. It's literally just a pound of whatever ground meat you prefer, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, and then you just mix it together with whatever spices you want. I personally formed them into 1 ounce balls. That way I could just know exactly how many I got per the recipe, and I knew pretty much 4 meatballs equaled a 4-ounce serving of meat. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna mix everything up, and then hopefully by that time the Japanese sweet potatoes will be done, and then we can pop in the meatballs. right, so these guys are gonna come out because they are done. Oh, look at that. So then all I do once I finish making that one serving of the recipe is I just go into edit recipe where I have the ingredients, click the next arrow, and then instead of servings 1, you do servings 19, and then for each meatball is 0.9 grams of fat, so like 1 fat, 1 carb, and 7 grams of protein, because they're all 1 ounce portions. So because the cook temperature on the sweet potato fries and the meatballs are the same, it's 400, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these chicken meatballs in, and they go in for 15 to 20 minutes or until browned. So these butternut squash zigzags that I got at Trader Joe's, I mentioned in a previous Trader Joe's video, they are so easy to prepare. And because I'm using the oven right now for the chicken meatballs, all I'm gonna do is take 2 servings of these and pop them in the air fryer. I don't like to make too many of these at once because they do get soggy, but for like 1 or 2 servings, it's totally fine because I'm gonna have some later today anyway. So all I do is spray these with a little butter spray, some salt, throw them in there, and that's it. So now that I'm pretty much almost done with the oven, my chicken meatballs have 5 more minutes. I just put this microwavable bag of broccoli in the microwave to warm it up a little bit, and then you guys have seen me make this burnt broccoli recipe a million times. I'll link the video if you don't know the original recipe, but basically you just put the broccoli in on broil. You don't have to do anything else, no change of temperature. So as soon as these chicken meatballs are done, I'm gonna change the oven from bake to broil. We're gonna pop them in, and that's pretty much gonna be the last thing. There we go. So grilled chicken thighs, blueberry pancake sausage bites, the chicken apple sausage bites that are gonna go in the freezer. This is the leftover chicken meatballs that are gonna go in the freezer so I don't waste them. Broccoli, Japanese sweet potato fries, chicken meatballs for like now through Tuesday or Wednesday. And then just 1 serving of the butternut squash zigzags. So that is everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this Meal Prep Monday video. I seriously love Meal Prep Mondays. I have so much fun in the kitchen. So let me know if you try any of these recipes. As always, tag me on Instagram, leave me a comment down below on which one you want to try. And I'm going to have lunch now with my grilled chicken and zigzaggies. So I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.